Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Namibia's Hot Tea. Today we're talking about the dog congratulating Judas, okay? Judas Iscariot. Okay guys, I just want to bring up to speed. The person I'm referring to, Judas here, is that backstepping person of a person, Diamond. The thing with me is I don't want to call him Diamond because I'll be insulting an actual diamond. You guys know most a diamond is something that's known of purity, something that's hard, something of prestige, something of high quality. And what that backstabber did is not of that. He doesn't stand for something prestige. I'm not going to call him that, and nobody should either. What I'm going to call him is Judas, because that's what he is. He is a freaking Judas. Anyways, just know this, even me calling him Judas is an actual insult to the Judas from the Bible. Because at least the Judas from the Bible had the decency to kill himself after betraying Jesus Christ. This Judas doesn't even see anything wrong with this whole thing. And the fact that anyways, guys, I'm going to bring you up from scratch and you'll understand why I'm pissed the way I'm pissed right now. The dog and Judas were like really good friends. Okay, I'm not sure how much of good friends, but they were doch friends. So what they did is that they decided to work on a song together where they are going to feature each other. So they come up with a song and they feature each other. Are we guys all there? I hope we are all there. So before they could release the song, what this Judas does, he goes back to his home country. He's not even from this country. He goes back to his own country, releases this song. He cuts out the dog from the song, cuts out the dog's part and everything. And the worst part about this, he releases this song. He doesn't even credit the dog in the song. Or you know, when people write songs, they give credits to people that write songs, man. Like for example, that song of Beyonce, Irreplaceable. If you check it up, it will tell you who wrote the song. The people, people you credit that actually wrote the song. This guy doesn't even credit the dog about that song. He goes on as if it's his own song. And the worst part about this whole thing is they were friends, or they are good friends. They work on together. He doesn't even give the dog the heads up. The dog came to realize that he was cut from the song and it was released while it's already online. The least this Judas could have done is at least give the heads up that no, my OT, I'm sorry, but I'm releasing this song and I'm going to cut you off, bruh. He's like a 10,000 for you, for working on the song and stuff. And this guy doesn't do any of that. It's for the dog to realize that he was betrayed. So that whole thing ends there. I'm assuming their friendship stopped or whatsoever. But I know from Diamond's side, he cut the dog out. That's for sure. And that should have been the end of it. At least that's what I thought. And even for the dog, I hope this guy, who consider me a friend, who have moved on Tochman from the guy. So this past Saturday or Friday, I don't know, there were South African Annual Music Awards in South Africa. So this Judas won an album there, won an award, the Best African Album award. He got that award for his album. When he won this award, it's for the dog to go on Instagram and congratulate Judas. And this is what he actually wrote. You guys can read it for yourself. But what I don't understand is, why does the dog go and congratulate this guy? This guy is Judas. He backstabbed you. Why congratulate him? Like, why even give a thought about this guy? I just don't get it. Like, I would, like, after somebody backstab you the way Judas backstabbed the dog, I don't think the dog should have meddled or want anything to do with him. And I'm sure you guys were probably saying, no, it's him showing grown up, blah blah, is to show that he's grown up. He can be grown up and just ignore the guy. Like, let him just be there. Guys, isn't that what you do? When somebody treats you bad, you don't revenge them, but you just move on with your life, and you don't, like, they're dead to you. Like, you don't notice them. Why should the dog go and impose this? To me, this is not maturity. This, I don't know. And what I think, from my personal point of view, I don't think it's because the dog is forcing himself onto this guy. Because a lot of people on the comments are saying the dog is apparently forcing himself onto Diamond. I don't think it's because of that. I think from my point of view, it's because the dog is a good guy. Like the dog, to be honest, is one of those celebrities in Namibia that has got the heart of gold. And it's those people that sees the good in everyone. Are you guys there? Like, yeah, he's that type of a person. And people like that, no matter how you mistreat them, they'll always see the good in you. So that's what I think the dog is doing, because I'm sure he moved on from this. But to be honest, I don't think it's fair. This guy betrayed you, you move on. And people like the dog who are these sweethearts, people take advantage of them. And these people keep on giving and giving and giving until when? So I just feel like the dog just made a fool of himself, to be honest. And the worst part about this whole thing, I went on Instagram. I feel like Judas even cut the dog out. I went on Instagram and I checked whether Judas is following the dog on Instagram. He is not. He even unfollowed the dog on Facebook or on Instagram. But then I went to check whether the dog is following Judas, and the dog is actually following Judas. Why? If Judas, like the dog, why are you still onto this? Like, I just don't get it. But I somehow do get it that he's a sweetheart and all that. But to me, it's just pointless. Like, this guy doesn't even care about you. He doesn't even follow you anymore. He doesn't even mention you at all. And the dog is still following him. Why? I'm like really upset. And I feel like the dog made a fool of himself. And I'm sorry. And I know he's a good person. And he cannot change for that. But I just feel like, for the betterment, like he should just move on and let Judas be there. And trust me, on this earth, there's something called karma. I hope you guys know what karma is, right? Karma means what goes around comes around. And trust me, Judas will get his karma. But the dog to stand there and whatever in there, I'm just not happy with that. Okay, after the dog posted that on his Instagram, fans were calling him out. Are you guys there? They were calling him out because of that whole why he posted that message. Anyways, one of his fans wrote, real men don't wish others bad luck. They wish them the best, even if it's their enemies. The dog, he's a real man. The dog replied to this comment saying, you got the point. I'm sorry, but I don't get the point. I really just don't get the point. This person backstabbed you. Why wish them anything? And I know you might be happy that he won whatever, but why put this on your Instagram, the dog? This person doesn't even follow you. He cut you off. From where you were to where you are now, he cut you off. Why do any of these things? Like, you could have wished him well. I understand that, but wish him well in your heart. Wish him well in your mind. Like, but don't go and whatever that. It just gives a bad impression, and it makes you out to be the fool. Are you guys there? And to me, that's what it made me look. I just feel like the dog made a fool of himself, and I hope he doesn't mention this Judas again. I don't know, but what do you guys think? Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. See you in the next episode of Namibia's Hot Day. And guys, remember this. If I did not report it, then it did not happen.